Hi, my name is Melina. I'm a holistic health coach, and I'm here to give you some tips to navigate your holistic healing journey. So today I'm going to talk about sugar and how your body actually needs sugar. It's vital for the survival, for its health, for its well-being to receive the proper amount of glucose. I'm not talking about gummy bears and ice cream and, I don't know, cotton candy or whatever. Obviously, I'm not advocating that you start to eat these things or eat more of these things. I'm talking about the sugar, the glucose that is in things like fruits and raw honey and potatoes. Yes, even white potatoes. I'm talking about these foods because these foods are actually medicinal. They are incredibly healing and nourishing, and they provide the body with very critical glucose. So glucose is actually more important for us to consume than protein and fat. Yeah, I know, this is probably something you haven't heard before. This is something that's not even well accepted or known in the alternative health. Glucose is essential for the development and for the processes of these parts of the body, the maintaining of these different parts of the body to actually give you life, for you to be vital. Lately, I've been coming across more people who are on board with the whole carnivore diet, which is basically just eating a lot of meat and really foregoing carbs. What ends up happening, it's interesting because I'm hearing a pattern with most of these people, or seeing one, which is that their body is craving sugar. So these people are usually addicted to sugar in some form. And sometimes, a lot of the times, it's actually alcohol. When people crave alcohol, a lot of the times it's because their body's not getting the proper kind of sugar. Alcohol is sugar, yes, but it's not the kind of sugar that's going to help feed our body and nourish our body. So people think, oh, my body craves sugar. That must mean that, you know, I have a sugar problem, so I need to avoid sugar. No, not all sugar. It's not that you're addicted to it that's the problem. It's your body's talking to you saying, hey, I need some sugar. I need some glucose because I'm not doing so well. We refrain from eating things like raw honey and fruit and potatoes and some squashes. I mean, all these things that have higher levels of glucose in them, we're really doing a disservice to ourselves, to our body, to our vitality, to our longevity even. So you might not be somebody who has a lot of symptoms, although I would say at this point, most people have some level of symptoms, whether it's anxiety or issues with tiredness, or, you know, they have digestive issues or some kind of autoimmune condition going on. Even if that's not you, you're going to come up against some sort of issue with aging prematurely or just things not running so smoothly in your system. And one of the ways this manifests for a lot of people earlier than later is actually with energy issues like adrenal fatigue. When we have something like common energy issues where we're really getting tired earlier in the afternoon, or we're just crashing, or we just find that our energy levels aren't really there, that is very, very often adrenal fatigue. And adrenal fatigue happens because the adrenals don't have the fuel that they need to run, the fuel that they need to provide the proper balance of hormones and to release adrenaline when it's needed rather than just erratically. And some people like the adrenaline high. I know it might feel good, but your body's not meant to run on adrenaline. But that's what happens when we don't provide the glucose that actually needs to be fueling the system. We want to be taking care of the liver as well, because the liver is really a superhero of the body. And the liver needs a lot of glucose, and most of us don't have glucose stores, which is actually something else the liver does. The liver stores glucose and glycogen, actually, and so that it's able to do things later down the road when we don't take in enough glucose. But the thing is, most of us haven't taken enough of the right kind of glucose for so long that those stores are actually depleted as well. So I'm here to try to encourage you, maybe even give you some permission that somehow you thought you needed, to eat more fruit, to eat more raw honey, to eat these foods that your body's probably screaming at you to provide, especially if you have gone the route of the carnivore diet or low carb or keto. You know, these trendy things are really, they might help in the short term, especially if someone's coming from a highly processed diet. They start eating more whole foods and not so much processed stuff, and your body's like, oh yeah, sweet, yeah, and it feels better. Down the road, oftentimes what happens is adrenal fatigue hits, or the liver starts to not function very well because it's not getting that critical glucose, and these things begin to play out, and then we wonder why things are crashing. Don't be afraid to bring in, you know, more mango, watermelon, pineapple, banana, whatever fruit that you feel called to. Don't be afraid to eat white potatoes. Of course, I'm not talking about go ahead and slather them in butter and sour cream and cheese. Like, no. Don't put all that crap on it, because you're definitely going to negate the healing effects of the potato. If you are someone who's been avoiding fruit because you think it's bad for you, because you think it might feed candida, because you think that it's going to make you fat, like, all this is bogus. Yes, candida is real, but candida is actually a messenger to show you that other things are out of balance in your body, so it's not really the issue after all. Don't be afraid of the fruit. The fruit's not going to feed it anyway. It just breaks my heart to see people neglecting or abstaining from such a beautiful gift that we've been given, which is fruit. Fruit is a blessing. It's this gift. It doesn't just provide us with this awesome glucose, but these nutrients that are also antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, all these nutrients and medicines. Your body's craving sugar for a reason. Just give it the right kind of sugar. If you're interested in working directly with me one-on-one, check me out at thedivineiswithin.com. I offer one-on-one health coaching sessions. I also offer emotion code sessions, which are super healing and gentle, and really just, I'm all about helping your holistic healing journey, and I'm here to be of service. Thank you.